Okay, so here we are guys, less than 1 week away from the global release of Asphalt Legends Unite, and today I will be having a look at the last card that will be released on Asphalt Legends before it evolves into Asphalt Legends Unite, and that is no more and no less than the McMurtry Spéirling, a quite small dart with an insane acceleration which I'm sure will be quite interesting to have a look at. So let's get into it. Alright, so I just made sure to get all the blueprints of this card before playing any of these 3 stages of this McMurtry Spéirling Unleashed has, because this Unleashed has been quite shy and some stages didn't appear at all to many people until around 1 hour after the event was supposed to appear for everyone. Also, some conditions of the event were, and I think they still are, bugged, so it's impossible to get all the rewards even if you meet all the requirements, at least for now. I will be having a look at all these stages as you will see, while I also upgrade and unlock and start up and all that stuff my McMurtry Spéirling, as I basically do every time a new event appears. Talking a bit about the Spéirling itself, I have to admit that there is something on this card that doesn't convince me too much. The acceleration definitely feels good, but the drift radius is somewhat weird, because I don't know, it's like sometimes it will go like super sharp and in other corners will just go too wide, pretty much like the Pagani Mola was at a time. I mean, it's not like you can ask for a ton of stuff to a car with just this size, but still it doesn't fully convince me so far. One way or another, I will make sure to try this card on multiplayer, because now that we just got an incredibly short 6 days long season final multiplayer season, competition will be more intense through the season, and thus better races should come out with this unique card. This is if I don't face Chirons too often, but let's see. Some other things I have realized about this McMurtry Spéirling is that the card hitbox is actually bigger than the card model itself, so when you pick a Nitro or use a Shockwave, it's like the effects of both actions float over the card 3D model way above the distance we are used to with any other card. Not sure if this can be fixed because it doesn't affect the gameplay by a ton, but it's something quite funny to look at, not gonna lie. And now talking about the card, now it's time to talk about the event itself. This Unleashed event isn't really different from other Unleashed events where new cards were released through, like the McLaren 600 LT1, because on the first stage you can get the classic 750 tokens and 5 blueprints of the McMurtry Spéirling in this case. On the second stage, 25 blueprints and 4 epic import parts of the Spéirling, but only if you have the required cards at 3 stars or higher. And at last but not least, we have the third and last stage, where while you try to compete against others in order to get the epic import parts available on the leaderboard group, you can get 1500 extra tokens, which is quite nice. You need 50 blueprints to lock this Spéirling, which is like spending around 2000 tokens, a bit more or less, on packs after obtaining all the blueprints from stage 1 and 2 of this Unleashed event, and then the card requires 187 blueprints in total in order to be maxed out from 0, which should cost around 10 to 15,000 tokens on packs, because these McMurtry Spéirling token packs available in the game shop cost 75 tokens per pack, which is nice because I was slightly worried that they would end up costing like 90 tokens, which would have been way worse. Honestly, you don't have to max this card, but since nobody knows what tomorrow may brings, I would advise you guys to try to unlock it, or just try to grab as many blueprints as you can based it on your tokens and resources available, because it could be required for some kind of special event in the future, and by then, not having it could be the difference between owning a good card or not being able to move through a special event at all. So it's not like this McMurtry Spéirling is a must-have, but it's certainly a fun card to throw around the multiplayer and might be necessary in the future, so depending on your future plans, it could be an interesting addition to your collection. Anyways, today I'm happy guys, because I have passed all my final exams, so I will be able to chill the whole summer until the next semester, and even though I was slightly worried at first, all my marks ended up being better than I expected. So once again, my strategy of expecting the worst scenario possible worked out quite well, since at the end I have been surprised but for good, even though the levels of stress I had to deal with made me reconsider a few things, because maybe it's true that thing that I have heard from some people saying about how things are always worse in our head than they are in reality. Also, a couple of days ago, I spent the evening with some friends and Spain won France in the Euro Cup, so it was basically the best ending for my semester as I was waiting for my marks to appear back then. I remember that I said to you all guys that I could try to do a challenge of reducing drastically my Asphalt Legends spending once that Asphalt Legends Unite launches, and I have done something that I will show you guys really soon that could definitely help me to do that challenge for a long period of time. Also, I have some videos ideas ready as well, and of course I will do the last Asphalt Night livestream right before Asphalt Legends Unite launches, and then I will likely be doing another livestream the exact same day Asphalt Legends Unite arrives, you know, checking all the new stuff. And this Friday the final Asphalt Legends Unite patch notes are supposed to be released by Gameloft, so expect a video checking them in detail here as well. The upcoming days are about to be interesting to say the least, and I have so many things to check and to show you guys, so not gonna lie, I'm a bit nervous about all the stuff that is about to happen. But now it's your turn, guys. What do you think about this McMurtry Spéirling? Will you try to max it, or will you just, try to lock it while you save up tokens for the future? Let me know in the comment section, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you really soon as usual with much more Asphalt content. Goodbye, guys.